advantage situation as they push around, but they've got to be careful of the flank. And here it comes. It's big from Masic as he manages to find 1 and 2. What a great start from Digital Athletic.
Beautifully positioned, because the desk were literally just talking about this. Mitch was saying it feels like a critical error to not have the killjoy, and my God, as Masic showed that was absolutely a critical mistake. Always nets the ace, but almost, sorry, nets the ace, but Vince is there to get a couple back.
To peek down long, but as you say, the attackers are the ones that are going to have to take the initiative, and that's exactly what ellement does. Manages to take down Ruxic, and there's the kill we were waiting for. Masic managing to use that operator, finds the raise, but the kills keep coming, and CGN are favoured with them at the minute.
Oh, the paranoia connects beautifully as well. skylen with nothing to do there, but this is going to be an explosive retake, Tim.
It's going to have to be, Des. It's not going to necessarily be through choice. Going to be potentially pushing up heaven to support from top there, or moving through tunnel just to try and get any angle that you can onto A as a defender here. But the fights are starting to go down, and right now it's going to be Ruxic managing to pick one up, but CGN, they're holding tight, Des. They managed to find 3 in the midst. It's 3 versus 1 as Vince picks up a double to finish things off. Goes in, doesn't see anybody. That's information in itself. It kind of tells you, if you've checked properly, it tells you that nobody's playing in that area. So maybe there's space that can be taken. As it is, they're going to try and take space in Cedars. Look at the power going in there, but it's Ruxic able to stand up to it. Cacan as well manages to get the kill. That puts the lockdown online. So that is, again, something to keep in mind. Kills keep coming for this round, though. 2 versus 1. And it is looking pretty good for Digital Athletics to potentially come away with. But you just get the feeling it's doable, but no! When he steps into the line of sight of Masic. Out comes the smoke. That's just going to slow things down a little bit, but there we go. The smoke comes in from Vince. That's going to take off the viewpoint from Hell. We've already seen this before, but DeepMans was ready for the push coming through. Shuts down Shazeon and Benny as they both try to move in at the same time. Vince backs it up with a kill for himself, but this is not looking great for CGN until elllement picks that one up, and that gives them just getting it right at the right time to get that spike back, get it planted, and give CGN a chance to win this. And as I'm saying, he's done one thing right, he does another, finds a headshot, and that gives them the manpower advantage as well. Time is running out for Digital Athletics. skylen manages to get one, cannot find straight up long. We can see the utility coming out, the smoke from Ruxic, just trying to slow things down, but it's not really successful as they continue pushing onto site here. However, the guns will be, as 2 kills come in. Spike is dropped inside a site, and all of a sudden it's CGN on the back foot in a big way. Masic with the double to finish things off. And going to have the first smoke going in there. Second one is going to cover off tunnel, and that gives an opportunity now for Digital Athletics to get on into sight. But as you said, great arrow coming in from the Sova of Shazeon there. And that's just going to give us now a 4 versus 5 that quickly becomes a 3 versus 4 as kills rain in. Benny manages to find Ruxic, and all of a sudden it's going to be a tough one for Digital Athletics to get done. Expecting to walk around the corner into 4 guns pointed at him there, but that's what he got, and it did not last long.
High risk, high reward there. If they're not paying attention, he gets himself a couple of kills easy, or maybe takes out the smoke or something like that. In this spot, it's become an absolute brawl on the site though. 5v4 for the side of DA. They're starting out strong as well. They've absolutely mowed through them. And azury's getting out of dodge. Yeah,
much better from DA this time, coming in, getting that spike down. Just better use of the utility on site, going in, winning the gunfight. So azury's going to be taken down by Masic.
Oh, okay, straight in. More for the information, trying to find out what's going on. Sees 1 in there. It's a fast rate out over from CGN, though, ready to contest. Masic just in and found 1 as well, so one apiece so far, and held back ever so slightly by the utility coming out, but now DA start to march on in. It's 1 for 1, back and forth until DA break the deadlock and get 2 for themselves.
Yeah, CGN are going to be on the retake here, just forced out of sight. There's going to be the opportunity for the plant to go down, but
with a shot dart.
There we go. Shazeon managing to get a good kill, sends in the owl drone, and that now gives 2v2 and some utility. Out comes Hunter's Fury, misses.
That one will get him.
Misses on the first 2, finds him on the 3rd, and all of a sudden some good Sova play there has turned this round over.
Hasn't it just? Oh, finds the 1, is forced to 1v1. It's worst case scenario. azury coming up against cacan, and it's azury to win it out. He's got a flash that he can also bring out here as well, just drop it on them at short range. They're going to push him, they know. Straight 1, 2. Almost a third, make it a third! Azury's a beast! He's already done the damage though, Tim. 3 offline.
Still spike in hand, DA still pushing back towards site, but 2v4, it's not looking likely with 10 seconds left on the clock. There come the kills. And see long out went the smoke to just choke off any push forward. Element's going to choke off DeepMans with an operator kill that's going to open things up for CGN. Could this be their round as Bennett manages to find Ruxic? But here come DA. They manage to find 2 in response. They're planting the spike. It's 3v3, Des.
If they can get away with it, retake on them for CGN. Op still in hand. No big fancy ults online for this one. elllement really wanted to go big brain. He could try and make use of the ult, but I think he'd rather hold on to the op. It's looking a little bit ropey because they've got to push in through all this utility stack coming out. They've got a concuss ready for the door, I imagine, soon. They've got enough ready to hold them back here, Tim, and that's the frustration, unless elllement can pop off.
Yeah, just looking for that opener. Elllement and Shazeon, though, managed to get one apiece, and that's going to be the final kill, Des, out of almost nowhere. CGN come with a big retake onto site, get themselves the kills, get the job done, and that is the first map of Haven.
Nothing on site here, and the Viper has the power to bring this wall up, drop it back down again.
Spike planted.
Whatever she wants to do, and for now it looks like she wants to try and hold it. But with some support from Hobbit Door as well, this could get real messy for the side of CGN.
Certainly could. There comes the first gunfight. Elllement manages to pick up Ruxic. That's a decent start for them, and that signals the movement to come in from Azury on the flank. That's one to watch as the round progresses. Benny Shazeon going to have to move quickly if he wants to have any impact here. Cacan manages to get Benny. Azury on the big flank. We knew it was coming. We saw it. That was built.
Nope, we're heading back east. Forget about it. Over towards A. There are 4 of them grouped up here, but the double star just gets put down here inside the entrance. Smoke goes up by the looks of it, as well as the suck. Absolutely beautiful. Doesn't stop the kills coming in, though. They've already found 1 cross. They've also found Benny. Very much catching CGN with the pants down here. Now they've got site control. Spike is going down. It's down to a 2 versus 4. This is the buy round, don't forget, as well, for CGN.
CGN didn't really adapt there. They got the kill on C, and then there's no further pressure. But they left 2 operators out there, and it just effectively left them short-handed on A. And they got caught out in the gunfights. They got teamed up, and then DA.
It's catch someone on the exit and has got the right idea. There are 2 coming out the side, but it's caught out by Ruxic, who has found himself a Vandal.
He sends the paranoia out towards top C, just looking to get that plant down in behind it, and that will be successful. Teleports out, and that is job done as far as DA are concerned. Now they need to hold off the retake.
They've found 3, Tim. I think they've pretty much done it at this point, and they've still got 1 holding off towards the side. Vince finds 1, brings it to a 2 versus 2, though. Actually very doable here. Assuming they can find the kill. skylen's going to find his man. It's all down to Shazeon. Not a player that we've really seen go huge in situations like this historically. And with not enough time in the clock as well, this one should be pretty much done and dusted. Unless he can get these kills rapid time. It's not going to happen. Cacan with the 3 in the round.
Decent start there for CGN. They need to make this advantage pay now, and that is exactly what they wanted to do. Back it up with another kill. Shazeon manages to get Masic before being traded out.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't think he realised that it fell here. And he's got the ARP facing off against the Viper's pit. This couldn't really go much worse.
No, it couldn't. He's going to have to get in close if he wants to be able to do anything inside of that area. So it looks like DA might have just got themselves another round secured here. It's going to be very difficult for CGN to get on in and start winning these fights.
This will force everyone out of the Viper's pit unless they want to hold into it. They've got, what, 3 seconds to play, I think. elllement in a good spot to capitalize. We'll spot 1 on the door, who got caught out by the detain as well, but he's traded out. The pros faked him. They don't. But Ruxic doesn't lose those again. The Master of Ruins goes big.
To force Azury back into the rear of sight.
Now the swarms are out, but Masic is in. elllement finding 1 for himself. I keep speaking about him. It's Benny also finding 1 back too. Big difference maker now, rotating their way through mid. They've got the potential backstab on here, but it looks like they're going through the B-link. Showing him a little bit of bandana. Trying to bait him in for that one. Here comes skylen though. 2 big kills for himself. Only 1 left standing against 3. Ruxic got it all to do. Up in hand. 1 coming low. Does he find the 3rd? No! Vince! Simply not giving it up.
No, not going to have any joy into tree either. We've got Shazeon playing in there. Not going to be picked up, gets himself back into A site safely, but elllement does get taken down in the mix there. 35 seconds left to go, and the rotate is coming out towards C for Digital Athletics.
All right, I mean, it forces the Hunter's Fury, and I didn't really think for a second there much was going to come of that. Maybe they could have fast rotated in towards B if it did get to complete, but they baited out the Hunter's Fury. Ideal. Now they force their way hard into C.
Going to have to think about getting this spike planted soon. They don't have all the time in the world. They do get themselves into a position to get it secured, though. That should be nice and safely completed.
Oh, no!
Shazeon manages to take down DeepMans. That could be round-winning as the final kills come in. Digital Athletics held back this late into the round. There goes the push. A lot of utility. The paranoia across site is going to give them the opportunity to get in behind it. Important kill from cacan that manages to just give them access that they need to get that plant down. It's 3 before being shut down. Shazeon's got a lot of work to do here on site. He's now being backed up by Azury, but it's going to be 1 versus 3, shut down by Ruxic. And that's
looks to be this B hit coming in, but everyone's anticipating it towards the B and C. And that kill is definitely not going to help things for the side of DA, who are still committing in towards C. But B has been taking control of. Smokes are down, wall is up, and they are in.
Yeah, exactly that kill that just really forced that lateness to the rotate then, because they were still convinced that there was action on C. A kill comes in for CGN as well. Spike is planted, and right now it's a 2 versus 4, and CGN have got all the cards.
They have. They've got a bit to play behind, but turns out CGN have got an element. 3 kills for himself in the round. Through mid. Could catch Ruxic off guard here.
Just going to see the shot bolt go out. That's just going to force that player out of bend, and Element's going to get taken down. It's Ruxic once again. How many times are we going to call these multi-kills for Ruxic? And especially when they turn the round, as Yuri manages to find the trade and a double. 14 seconds though, dead time is going to be a factor, and having to rush, having to push. Going in towards Rubble and Root, they want to get themselves in there and establish, maybe push towards EMEA, but look how high Digital Athletics are holding this. They're going in for the fights, in fact, and that's going to be a showstopper from Masic. Does get traded out, but it got them the entry that they needed to kick things off. Skylen finds Benny as well, and that leaves us now 4 versus 3.
Rotation come on through. First one gets popped out. Now they've got to make their move because those smokes are up. DA find 2 for themselves, and it's only 1 left standing. Shazeon's got it all to do. Will find himself a second. 2 more to find, and they are nowhere near him. He could clutch this, Tim.
10 seconds left.
He's going to have an opportunity to get the plant down at least. They've turned back round and decided maybe we should go back to the site that they're on and do something about this spike that's been planted. Like you say, Shazeon does have an opportunity if he can find the first, but no, Skylen.
Here, except to steamroll their way through, and steamroll may well be the play. Fast control coming inside here, and the Hunter's Fury comes out. Elements there, does manage to find himself 1. It's a good start for CGN, but they were matched at least initially by DA, who now are kind of reeling a little bit and licking their wounds with Masic falling down.
Element just dashed into sight there, got caught out by the paranoia, and it just sort of stunted the push through. They're going to get the plant, but they're just not in position for it. DeepMans is able, oh no, they didn't get the plant, sorry, I thought that had been secured, but no, DeepMan's able to actually drop the spike in sight. Oh dear, this is not looking good for CGN right now.
It is not. Maybe back out and go A and run into a utility stack. Either way, it's not ideal.
It's not looking good either way.
No, as soon as they cross the threshold, there'll be a swing coming in. There it is, and it's the easiest closed out in their life.
Win.
DA. With this lineup, here we go. Benny's first sign of contact. Oh, calm down, my boy. Flying off the gate with 2 kills to get things up before Ruxic, MVP of our last map, finally gets shut down.
Yep, great start from Bennett, exactly what CGN needed here on Ascent. And just a big start to begin with, but Element can't find his shots, and that allows Digital Athletics just to turn the manpower on its head here. 3v2, 3v1, as cacan manages to pick up Shazeon, and that leaves Vince with it all to do. That's 1. Can he find more? They're both in the vortex. I think he knows, and he can! Vince!
The answer right now is, well, everything is going on towards B. Smoke's coming down, Slowfield coming down, Masic still got himself over, has got in and found Benny as well. Stinger at close range is absolutely lethal. Not too good at long range, you've got to make it work up a little bit closer. Recovering the rifle that Benny had in hand here, does give us something to go on.
Shazeon just playing in behind the boxes. Can he find the first? No, going to be shut down by Skylen, who's just moving across the top side, and that's going to give the site over. The spike is going to get planted in behind triple box, and that's going to be another site hold here for Digital Athletics.
Stingers again. Ripping through him here. Masic in a great spot with the rifle. Finds one more.
Azury
gets one back, makes it a second. He's still got 2 to bring down, but off towards the right-hand side. We'll be rotating over here. Everyone's forced back into spawn. Out comes the TP. If he pulls this off as well, he's up towards Heaven's side. He's got a great angle, and Ruxic is going to find 2. Almost a third, but elllement spins on a dime. Up in hand and brings one down. That was such a beautiful play.
It was. Spike has been planted, and now time for CGN to try and get themselves back in. Mostly moving through that top side, but they've just got the one. Vince is going to be looking to move in through market, just provide that second angle, maybe that little bit of a difference maker. But no, the kills start raining in, and they're all on the side of Digital Athletics, apart from a double for Azury. But shut down by skylen, and it's support that A-sided hold.
Has to blitz in through this wall as well. Util dump comes in again. That's all the communication they really need here as well. And try and deny away elllement, but the site is just littered with smokes. It's going to make it hard to get much done from up on high. 2 kills apiece, and Vince is the one going big. Makes it a third, makes it a fourth. Will he find the ace as well? No. Shazeon still trying shock over the top as well. Great spot to be in. They get the ping. Doesn't want to carry on as the flash comes on through. Out they march. Shazeon finds one for himself. Azury has fell. But Sight, they are in, and they are taking charge. Shazeon pulls. Sight conceding now. They got rid of the last player inside of jail. 3 left at the back of Sight, but there are some big guns bearing down on them as well.
Yeah, Ruxic just showing the sort of play that got him the MVP in the last map. Continuing to do the job, and DeepMans with a big double from Deep. Prevent the lines of sight coming on into Sight, and just hold them at bay, and that's exactly what it's done to Digital Athletics at the minute.
More also exposed to the scene, really, if any. Both elllement and Masic are looking for each other as they always have been. There we go, over the top. But elllement can't quite land the shots. Back onto the opposite. 2 kills have gone the way of DA. They are the ones in control. And they're coming in for a plant here. Team could find us going 7 and 5.
Yeah, they've done a great job there. Elllement is still trying to land something with the op. He's going to get peaked on the long angle. Does manage to find DeepMans. Can he find himself a second? He's going to need somebody backing him up. He can't win this all with that long-range operator. Masic is there to cut him down.
Always an answer. Benny's going to try and do what he can, but the answer is not a whole lot. They haven't got the numbers advantage if this is where the action's going to happen.
Just looking, like you say, for that opportunity elllement to try and open things up here. The smokes do go out, and that just gives CGN a little bit of room, but they're just tentative. They're a little bit nervous about heading forward here because they know that there's gunfights to be found, and they will be found. Benny with a double, but not before others were lost along the way. Ruxic managed to find the trade as well, and that leaves us now 2 versus 3. Vince and Shazeon have got a lot to do, and not a lot of time to do it.
Going for a full rotate as well, over through
Vince with that big swing moment in the round, manages to get 1. Can he find 2? Yes, he can. Makes it 3, surely.
He's got an idea. Tapping it out, but he's got his back turned. Shazeon playing hide and seek, the new champion.
You know, if you can get that done, that's your map point, that's your series point opportunity. Masic is going to take Azury out, so it won't be this round. Just paused, waiting in the corner. It's Ruxic just waiting for that opportunity. As soon as that smoke drops, he could well make a nuisance of himself, sends out a smoke himself. And there goes the paranoia as well. Vince, however, manages to find a double, and that is probably going to secure this round and secure the series point opportunity for CGN, especially with that plant going down. It's up to Digital Athletics to fight their way back on.
Feels like a little bit too much to ask at this point as well. The good bouncing will scan at least Benny in behind 1, but it won't catch the 2, I believe, underneath in hell. Nor, of course, elllement hanging out towards A main. Out comes the swings for them. Okay, actually, they got it back on this one as well. Vince might try, but out of nowhere.
Around into B, but like you say, the focus is going to be A here. We've got an absolute flood of utility in and around that site as they try to get themselves established. We've got the Hunter's Fury coming out on the side of DA, and that's just going to try and prevent that plant going down, but it's not going to be successful as it is secured.
They can do this, they're so low on HP. A couple of bullets will be enough. That's the one they're looking for, and the next as well. All down to Azury. We clocked about him being left out, but I don't think he'll get here in time. He'll round the corner, but now skylen's there for the 4K.
Towards this A site once again.
They've really tried so hard to commit towards A, and it seems to be their demise. Had a bit more fortune over on B. In 50 seconds, they could change their minds, but they're going to commit. Did they respect the fact that there's someone inside of smoke still hanging around? No, they don't. And Ruxic just sprays through, finds one, almost a third as well. Straight down to Azury, all by himself again.
Yep, spike down on the ground as well. Goes in, manages to collect that, but needs to collect a couple of lives along the way. Just looking for that peek into hell. There's one up above.
Great
Shut
flash.
down by Masic after the flash. Tight on the angle. We've got skylen. In goes the flash. He's going to follow it. Gets one. Gets two.
No.
What a play from the KO.
And once again, CGN just falling by the wayside. skylen's having two hell of a maps. Previous and Lotus, MVP here. Definitely making a stake for it. But we've also seen Ruxic be huge again. We've seen Masic step and go massive.
One enemy remaining.
What can I say? For CGN, it is falling apart at the seams. CGN visibly falling apart at the seams.
Yeah, trying to force their way into B this time, trying to bring that aggression, but skylen and the rest of Digital Athletics are ready for it. Point is going to prevent you getting into sight, and this is not going to be easy.
Oh my God, skylen again goes for it and gets two. There's three of them stood there, and they can do nothing but get slaughtered. DA have dismantled CGN. They've shown them the back door, and not just shown them the way through, they've pushed them through, Tim.
They've absolutely hammered them in these last couple of rounds. The momentum has gone up, and Vince goes down to Masic, and that leaves us now with Shazeon in a 1v3. Surely a matter of time, and what more fitting way to end it than another operator kill for Masic. He has been huge in the last few rounds, along with skylen, and that is going to be Digital Athletics taking the win against CGN.